From Colorado State University, this is the Emmy Award-winning Campus Television. Owned and operated by the Colorado State Student Body, Campus Television, covering the news, sports, arts, and entertainment of campus.
Tonight on CTV, students gather on the plaza in protest against companies at the career fair.
Then, learn about a supplement that will come in handy after a night out.
Finally, the SLICE organization is seeking ways to enhance the college experience.
Good evening, Rams, and thank you for joining us. I'm Robert Sides.
And I'm Adisyn Spooner. Welcome back to CTV's Thursday Night News. Earlier today, reporter Gigi Berg attended a protest against companies who appeared at the campus career fair. A number of CSU students and community members appeared on the plaza around 3 this afternoon in protest of Caterpillar, Woodward, and Hewlett-Packard's presence at the engineering career fair. Organizers cite the company's involvement with violence towards Palestinians by Israel. Today's demonstration was a follow-up to that assembly that happened earlier in the week, where questions and answers panels was held to discuss current events around town and how to get involved with decisions being made on campus.
The Colorado State University system will introduce its first joint bachelor's and master's degree in nursing between its two campuses. The new program entails an accelerated 5-year path for nursing students to complete a master's of nursing from CSU Pueblo while doing their coursework here on the Fort Collins campus. The purpose of the combined program is to address a statewide shortage of nurses in the workforce. The master's degree will qualify graduates to teach future nursing students after working as a registered nurse for at least 2 years.
2 students are turning a common college experience into a business venture. The pair launched a trademarked hangover supplement company called Black Wave Nutrition, manufacturing their product in an FDA-registered facility. While the pill doesn't claim to cure hangovers, the founders say it's designed to help those symptoms after a long night out.
A common college experience has now turned into a business opportunity. One new supplement company is stepping into a crowded industry, hoping to gain more experience in owning a business.
My partner right now that had kind of been in the entrepreneurial space for a little bit. In the mix of finding a new product, his dad had recognized that there was some hangover remedies on Amazon and online that didn't really have much social media backing. Founded our company and started moving on from there. Eventually we got onto Amazon and then created our own website and then to the TikTok shop.
Our company stands out from the rest because we're the only hangover pill that has DHM and Bacillus subtilis in one capsule. So it's the best of all the supplements combined into one.
As the company continues to grow, so do the responsibilities that come with it. From time management to earning trust, they say the process has been a learning experience.
The struggle is, I wouldn't say hard, but definitely keeps us busy. My partner, on the other hand, he has moved to full online because it's super time consuming for him to run both businesses because he additionally owns another business called Nova Peak that sells electrolyte powder.
We're so young, so no one really takes us seriously. So when you're trying to advertise a product that cures hangovers and someone who's 20 years old doesn't even get hungover, it's kind of hard to convince the older generation.
The business may be new, but the long-term goals are already in mind.
I could see Black Wave continuing to generate revenue. I mean, I wouldn't say it's going to be a primary source. Eventually, I think the goal would be to sell it and move on to something else. When that opportunity comes in the future, we're just going to be steps ahead of where we would have been.
Madison Szpunar, CTV Channel 11.
They say that the process has taught them lessons in time management, leadership, and building a business from the ground up. Black Wave hopes to continue growing this brand and possibly others as they gain experience in running a company and balancing school.
Students for Holocaust Awareness hosted their annual Week of Remembrance from February 20th to today, the 26th. The week opened by the setting up of the Field of Flags outside of the Laurie Student Center, representing the lives lost. The week's main event, called Evening with a Survivor, was on the 25th. Holocaust survivor Barbara Steinmetz spoke about her experiences and life after the tragedy. Attendees were brought to tears by her speech and lined up to get to take a photo with Mrs. Steinmetz. Those who missed this week's events and want to contribute can still reach out to their groups to get involved in Holocaust awareness in Fort Collins. Now, don't go anywhere, Rams. After the break, we will learn about which candidates CSU students can vote for in the upcoming ASCSU election.
Yeah, Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey,
Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elma's gonna play us drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Election season has begun at CSU, and students will soon have the opportunity to vote for a new Speaker of the Senate, college senators, and a new president and vice president duo. The candidates for the presidential and vice presidential race are Jakai Nunley and Abraham Mapatano, Estevan Vega and Miriam Hill, and lastly, Victoria Quesada Stoner and Beg Gregg. For the Speaker of the Senate, running unopposed is Raya Roberts. Campaigns are running from now until March 11th, but there will be plenty of events for people wanting to get involved with this year's election. 30 in the LSC Ballroom D, there will be seats at the table event with ASCSU, Political Review, and Center for Public Deliberation. On March 5th at 8 p.m. at the LSC in Ballroom D, ASCSU is giving out free pancakes for the first 100 students who come to learn about this year's election. Starting at 6 o'clock on March 5th, there will be candidate debates for the Speaker, Vice President, and President. Lastly, on March 10th, on the Plaza, there will be a Saddle Up and Vote event where you could ride a mechanical bull. Voting for your student leaders will take place between March 9th and March 11th on the ASCSU website. Students who have questions for the candidates can submit them using this QR code. Students will also have the ability to ask questions at the debate next Thursday. The debate will be streamed live here on CSU, CTV, starting at 6. It will begin with the speaker debate, then the vice presidential debate, and then finally they are closing it out with the presidential debate.
For the very first time, Sundance Film Festival will be leaving Utah to come to Boulder, Colorado. Sundance has just released their list of venues that stretch across the city. Wanting to work closely with the Boulder community, they will have their theaters downtown at the Dairy Arts Center around the university. For the full list of venues, check out their website at festival.sundance.org.
Colorado State University is seeking information about student habits to streamline their college experience. The Office of Student Leadership, Involvement, and Community Engagement has a way of getting students to talk. The SLICE office promotes involvement of students on campus in many ways. The latest one is to get students to take the National Survey of Student Engagement. Once students walk into the SLICE office, they could find donuts, trivia questions, stickers, and a sweepstake for a $25 CSU bookstore gift card. These are just some of the ways that SLICE tries to engage with students on having their voices heard.
So the NSSE is a pretty big deal. We run it with first-year students and seniors about every 3 or 4 years.
The NSSE is a short survey that measures how undergrads spend their time and what they gain from college.
And we can understand how students are experiencing their education at CSU and see in what ways are we doing really, really well as an institution and what ways could we improve.
Through the NSSE, students can feel like they're getting involved in bettering their college experience.
I hope they take it into consideration. Look for things that not only students see, but like they would also see too, and take those things into consideration and how they would move forward about that.
I like when we're tabling in the SLICE office. I think that, it just brings more energy in, especially on a Friday, end of the week. I think having somebody tabling in here and having people come in and get donuts, answer trivia questions is super fun. It's a good environment to work in.
The NSSE provides an opportunity for students to reach out and engage with their futures. Robert Sides, CTV. CSU's NSSE team will be tabling around the Laurie Student Center and outside the dining house throughout the month of March. The survey will be available to complete until early May.
Colorado State University Archives and Special Collections, created in 1975, is nearing the end of its 50th anniversary year. In celebration of the occasion, an exhibit named Saving the Past for the Future has been installed in the Morgan Library. Pieces from the exhibit can be found in various places throughout the first floor of the library, but primary locations are near the entrance of Morgan's Grind. It includes various items, photographs, and descriptions of CSU's last 50 years. starting with a brick from the university's original campus building. The exhibit explores an importance of preserving the history of CSU. Exhibit designed by Sylvia Mingus will remain in the library throughout the spring semester.
The city of Fort Collins is acquiring 2 acres of land to develop in the future. The land is being added to the Affordable Housing Land Bank, a program for setting aside land to develop affordable housing on in the future. The land bank parcel is located on 1900 LaPorte Avenue and has been acquired as part of a larger purchase by Fort Collins Natural Areas Department. The land has a house and outbuildings already present, which will be able to be rented until they get developed further. The land on LaPorte Avenue will be available to support rising housing demands in the future. Now, let's take it over to Collin, who will give us this week's weather rundown.
Good evening, Rams. I'm your weather anchor, Collin Shea, and let's jump right into this week's weather. Currently, we are sitting at 50 degrees, and we said goodbye to our sun today at 5:48, and can expect conditions tonight to stay mostly clear. Expect a little bit of wind. Speaking of that wind, we had gusts up to 21 miles an hour today, and our humidity was sitting at 15%. It's been rather warm in Fort Collins for late February, but we had the wind this week to really keep us on our toes, with gusts reaching up to 60 miles an hour on Tuesday and 40 miles an hour on Wednesday. Make sure you still have your trash can because there was chaos in the neighborhoods this week. Jumping into our overnight lows, we start up north in Fort Collins, where it's sitting at 28 degrees, and as we move south down I-25, we'll see that the conditions stay right around freezing. Jumping over to the eastern plains, we see that temperatures stay pretty uniform besides Lyman, who will be our outlier at 21 degrees tonight. Jumping over to our western slopes, we see, starting out north again, Craig sitting around that 22 degrees, and then as we move south, Grand Junction sitting at 33, and then we drop over into the teens in Gunnison and Alamosa, and 25 in Telluride tonight. Moving on to tomorrow's forecast, we see that our high will be 38 degrees with our low of 34 degrees. It will be sunny tomorrow, and our sunset will be at 5:49, and expect winds to continue around tomorrow with winds hitting 16 miles an hour from that southwest. Moving into our 5-day forecast, we start with another beautiful weekend, sunny on Saturday, and we get some clouds on Sunday, but don't expect the temperature to drop too much. As we move over into our work week, we see that it'll be partly cloudy on Tuesday with a high of around 60 degrees, and then we get some showers starting on Tuesday with a high of 54 and our low of 32, and Wednesday we jump back up to sunny weather and 60 degrees. Well, that's all I have for you tonight, Rams, but stick around after the break because Karma will give us a lesson on Black History Month and tell us how CSU students have been celebrating.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Good evening, Rams, and welcome back from the break. I'm Karma Robbins. With Black History Month coming to an end, let's take a look at its history. Black History Month originally started as Negro History Week to coincide with Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass's birthday, both pivotal figures in ending slavery. In 1976, it expanded to a month-long celebration and was officially recognized by President Gerald Ford to honor the neglected accomplishments of Black Americans. Carter G. Woodson then founded the Association for the Study of African American Life and History to promote the teaching of Black history, which was neglected in education. The Black African American Cultural Center has put on multiple events throughout February to celebrate. Let's see the impact CSU has made during this month.
This year we are actually celebrating 100 years of Black History Month as a nation, which is both exciting and is a really beautiful milestone.
Students all over campus have been able to come together and celebrate Black culture and Black history during Black History Month.
Students have thoughts of what CSU has done to support Black History Month.
They do a good job. I don't know if I'd say that they necessarily show it outwards, but it is there. It exists. You just have to search for it.
I mean, honestly, I do feel like CSU could do more to highlight Black History Month. I feel like CSU could do more to highlight all of the cultural centers, which is lovely and of course needed because it's not going to happen if BAACC doesn't put it on.
The BAACC office welcomes all types of students to multiple events, no matter their race, color, or ethnicity.
And I think it really invites for discomfort to be morphed into curiosity and for curiosity to really turn into more opportunity to explore and engage.
Professionals and students share how Black History Month is important, impactful, and what others can do.
It is in all shapes and forms, in all different colors, and I think that really expressing you is Black History Month.
For me, it means intentionally investing in celebration, learning a celebration.
So I think being aware of your privilege and using that privilege to uplift other voices.
The Black African American Cultural Center has its closing event happening tomorrow, which is a fashion show featuring student designers and performers, happening from 6 to 8 in the evening. Happy Black History Month to those who celebrate. Now, let's take it over to DJ The X, who will give us a breakdown of all concerts happening in Fort Collins this weekend.
Thanks, Karma. I'm DJ The X with 90.5 KCSU Fort Collins, bringing you KCSU's concert calendar for this weekend. Whether you want a chill evening or you want to mosh, Fort Collins has shows for everyone this week. On Friday, you can find heavy and high energy bands at Soundbar, showcasing local artists Underhook, supported by Clementine, Back Blunt, and Kevin. Show starts at 8. If you're wanting a more relaxed Friday, Washington's is highlighting a double set from Talk, supported by Heliotrope. The Talk double set will feature Talk original songs and a Hendrix vs. Beatles set. Show starts at 7. On Sunday, Avogadro's Number is featuring award-winning folk artist Connor Garvey with support from local artist Edie Carey, bringing the weekend to a gentle close. Show starts at 6. That's all I have for you today. If you can't make it to any of these shows or are looking for more local music, you can tune into No Cover, hosted by me, on Wednesday to hear Ember perform for KCSU and CTV. For even more local music, go to kcsufm.com. Now let's take it over to Adisyn, who will talk about Will Bell, who's taking basketball and using it as an inspiration for future athletes.
Thank you, DJ The X. Colorado native Will Bell has turned a lifelong passion for basketball into a platform that shaped the next generation of athletes across the state. A product of Sand Creek High School in Colorado Springs, Bell first made his mark at Northeastern Junior College, where he averaged 11 points and 7 rebounds per game, and earned his associate's degree before transferring to Colorado State University. At CSU, Bell brought energy and production off the bench before stepping into a larger role. He scored 14 points in his Division I debut against Arkansas Pine Bluff and later recorded a career-high 17 points, along with 6 rebounds and 3 blocks in a win over Dominican. During the 2011-2012 season, he started 27 of 30 games and helped lead the Rams to the NCAA tournament. His college career was highlighted by a 27-point performance against TCU, showcasing the scoring ability and toughness that's defined his game. When asked how does it feel to go from playing at CSU to now coaching athletes at CSU, Bill said, "Going from wearing the CSU jersey to helping coach future collegiate athletes is full circle for me. I was once a kid chasing a dream, and now I get to help guide the next generation towards theirs." After college, Bell continued playing professionally with the Harlem Ambassadors, but his focus eventually shifted to developing others. He joined the Integrity basketball staff in 2014, beginning what has now become more than a decade of coaching experience at the youth, prep, collegiate, and professional levels.
In 2019, Bell founded and became the executive director of State 38 basketball. In that role, he oversees organizational strategy and culture while also coaching both boys and girls middle school and high school teams. His mission goes beyond wins and losses. It's about building discipline and athletes confident and building confident leaders in a competitive standard known as the state factor. From CSU standout to statewide mentor, Will Bell is proving that the impact of a player's career doesn't end at the final buzzer. It evolves into an opportunity for the next generation. That's all for sports this week. I'm Adisyn Perry. Good night, Rams.
Thanks, Addison. These two golden retrievers are more than just cute faces. Devora and Zacchaeus are trained comfort dogs from Redeemer Lutheran Church who visit campus 3 Tuesdays a month. They spend their time cuddling students, offering a calming presence, and easing stress. The dogs are part of the National Comfort Dog Ministry and also serve local schools, hospitals, and attend community events. Handlers say that sometimes a simple pet or quiet moment can make a big difference in your day.
Well, that's about it that we have for you tonight, Rams.
Check out our YouTube channel for more content all week, and we'll be back next Thursday to keep you updated on all the news that's happening in Fort Collins.
Thank you for joining us, and have a great night.